invasion ng Russia sa Ukraine kumpirmado na umano ayon sa intelligence report ng United States.
Katanggap ng ulat ang US intelligence na kumpirmado na ang pananakop na gagawin ng Russia sa Ukraine. Ayon pa sa report, nagpaplano na ang mga ground commander kung paano nila isasagawa ang pag-atake sa battlefield.
With attacks reported from the north, the east and the south. Ukraine's interior ministry says missile strikes have hit the capital, Kyiv. Airfields and military headquarters in Kharkiv have been shelled, and Russian troops have landed in the Ukrainian port city of Odessa. Now, according to Russia, they got no resistance from Ukrainian border guards and, according to Russia, have suppressed Ukraine's air defenses. Ukraine's armed forces says 5 Russian aircraft and a helicopter have been shot down, Russia denying that. Video, meanwhile, from Ukrainian border guards shows a column of military vehicles entering the country from Belarus to the north. Tens of thousands of Russian troops have been conducting military drills there for several weeks. CNN's Matthew Chance was on the air just a few hours ago from Kyiv when air raid sirens sounded.
There's been an air raid siren, just suddenly. Oh, here it is. They are. That's an air raid siren. Several of them going off here in the centre of the Ukrainian capital. Now, whether that's them just testing it, I don't think so, though, given the situation we currently find ourselves in.
And air raid sirens here in Lviv, Ukraine, in the west of the country, they're going off again right now in the background here. And that's probably the 7th or maybe 8th time in the last hour and a half that has happened. They're coming from multiple parts of the city as well. Local television reporting that government officials are telling residents here in Lviv to stay indoors, gather their documents and not panic. It's hard to see how that is possible given the tension and what's going on around the country. Meanwhile, Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky, he went on Facebook to address the nation. He says he's imposing martial law, but he too urged the country not to panic.
Today, each of you should stay calm. Stay at home if you can. We are working. The army is working. The whole sector of defense and security is working. No panic. We are strong. We are ready for everything. We will win over everybody because we are Ukraine.
All right, the Russian President, Vladimir Putin, he's calling this a, quote, military operation to protect Donbass. Well, it's clearly much more than that. He made a surprise appearance on state television early this morning, Mr. Putin blaming the government in Kyiv for any bloodshed, but said Russian forces are not planning an occupation.
Whoever tries to interfere with us, and even more so to create threats for our country, our people should know that Russia's response will be immediate, and will lead you to such consequences that you have never experienced in your history.
US President Joe Biden, he condemned what he called the unprovoked and unnecessary Russian invasion. He plans a White House address in the days ahead where he is expected to announce full-scale sanctions on Russia. Mr. Biden tweeting, Russia alone is responsible for the death and destruction this attack will bring, and the United States and its allies and partners will respond in a united and decisive way. He goes on, the world will hold Russia accountable. All right, we've got Nick Payton-Walsh.
As an Ukrainian citizen, on behalf of my nation, I want to address directly to the President of Russia, Mr. Vladimir Putin. We do not want war with Russia. We want to make friends with Russians, build relationship, businesses, spread the love and peace, but not hatred. I know you're not after the money or fame. All of us die one day, and all we leave after ourselves is a history. Imagine for a second when future generation will study you at school around the world. How do you imagine them to describe you? As a powerful president, great leader, astonishing and strong politician, person that people getting inspired from and put as an example, or the president who took thousands of innocent lives, made hatred between nations, put himself first but not his own people, his own nation. A person who will be compared to the Hitler. I cannot change your mind, and I know it's never too late to change the history. Why? Because we are writing the history right now. I respect you as a president. I believe in you as a human being. And I hope you will hear me. And Mr. Vladimir Putin, I know you're a good person. Thank you.
Mas magandang mamatay sa digmaan
Kesa tanggapin ang paumuno ng Taiwan.
kung panaginip lamang ang umasa sa pagpatay.
Managinip tayo hanggang sa kamatayan.
Hindi magtatagal para sa pag-ibig sa inang bayan.
Waring dalang isang lihim na mensahe